We're speaking of the American flag. The one that's made up with 50 states. It expresses to me the reasons why my ancestors came to this country. And it's for all the good things that are here that you don't get anywhere else. We will not get what we have in America, which is everything. And that's why we sing God Bless America.
As a Marine, it represents all those who served before I did, guys I served with, men and women who continue to serve today.
I mean, when I was a kid growing up, you never started your school day without saying the Pledge of Allegiance. How do we preserve our prestige, and how do we preserve history? How do we pay gratitude and homage to those who've laid down their lives for that flag? It's the one thing that holds us all together.
Hi, I'm Jack Scalia. I'm standing in the most honored place in all of Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Veterans Memorial Cemetery. Some of these veterans here lost their lives during combat. You know, they put on a uniform, they lace up their boots, they shoulder a weapon. They also take a pledge to the flag of the United States of America, and they vow to defend our country during war as well as in peacetime. They also write out a check, a blank check that is payable up to any amount including death. Some of these veterans here have done just that. They paid the price, they made the ultimate sacrifice so that we and others around the world could have freedom, could have liberty. Our First Amendment, the freedom of speech, the freedom of choice, the freedom of self-expression is probably our most cherished. And we have that because of these veterans here, because of the ones who are standing post right now, the ones who are serving abroad, and the ones who are involved in the theater of war in Afghanistan. That's why we have our freedom.
I'm not so sure the young generation has been instilled with that sense of patriotism and pride like the former generations have, so I hope that we can help pass on that great spirit that came before me, that hopefully we can help pass on to the next generation.
Francis Scott Key was watching the British bombard Fort McHenry in the War of 1812, and he wrote this little poem which went on to become our national anthem. The outcome was far from certain, and that's why I believe it ends in a question. And when I understood that, I think that's when I knew that it's every American's duty to do what they can to ensure that that question continues to be answered in the affirmative.
Have you ever asked yourself, why do these veterans revere their flag so much and their loved ones? Have you asked yourself, why would they do anything to defend her? Have you ever asked yourself, what does the flag of the United States of America really stand for?
I vividly recall returning back to my patrol base on one stressful afternoon, and from quite a distance, I saw the American flag flapping in the wind. It's not only the Marines and I, but the Afghan community I oversaw also. It was an inspiration to see the American flag from such a distance, and the flag offered so much hope and faith in a better day, and it makes me proud to call myself an American.
We revered the flag. I mean, we saw it every day at school. We pledge allegiance to it every day. When I look at it, I still get emotional when they sing to it during each sporting event. There's something magical about that flag because it stands, to me, for everything that's good about this country and good about its people.
I went in the service in 1952. I got out in 58. If it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have a country. If it wasn't for the veterans that fought for this country to make it the home, the free, and the brave, none of us would be here. We wouldn't be here today doing this. I love our country, and the flag means a lot. Yeah.
The American flag represents a country that is, to me, the most wonderful country on earth. Our flag, to me, is like when you're a little kid and you get lost and you see your mom again. You see the flag, and that's what it feels like. I'm so proud to be an American.
I proudly defended it. I proudly served for that flag. And I've also seen my brothers and sisters that gave the ultimate sacrifice be buried with that flag blanketing their casket and then given to their family member or their spouse. And that's a great, deeply emotional act and meaning. And it's all because of what they did to defend that flag. So it's something that we carry and treasure with us, if not physically, emotionally, spiritually, and in our hearts, and we're proud to have done so.
The American flag represents the idea of America. and the ideals upon which the country is based. This flag stands for honor and faith and opportunity and trust. Maybe I'm a bit prejudiced, but I see America as representing the best in humanity. America says to all peoples, we believe in mankind. We believe in humanity. We still are that shining city on the hill, and flying high over it, the American flag.
To me, it means sacrifice. It means freedom. It means opportunity. It means dreams.
My military service was with the United States Navy. I spent 9 years with the underwater demolition and SEAL teams. It's the heart and soul of our country. It represents lives that have been laid down for those that were working and doing what our country does and keeping the country rolling, keeping it moving. And that flag represents to me all those that gave what I was willing to give, sacrificed what I was willing to sacrifice, take time from my life and essentially give it for others and be ready to give it ultimately if necessary. An honor to be able to speak about my flag, my country, and warm feeling, secure feeling, proud.
I remember seeing a picture in a newspaper of 4 gentlemen, GIs, putting up a flag in Mount Suribachi during the Second World War. It's an image that stayed with me. These GIs in combat carried the flag so that everyone could see it. No matter where I am, if I think about the flag, I have a smile on my face, because it's a place I look forward to coming back to. I'm an American. It's the symbol of America.
The American flag stands for not only this nation, but its wonderful founding documents. The Declaration of Independence that tells the world that we're endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights, and the Constitution that begins with, we, the people of the United States. And I know that freedom isn't free, but for me, freedom has been free. I've had a free ride on the freedom train, but wearing this flag reminds me to be so grateful to the men and women who fought and are fighting in the armed forces, because they have paid for my ticket on the freedom train. That's what the flag means to me. God bless America.
It's the legacy of service that my family has provided, from the Civil War, World War I, Korea, World War II, to even today. It's the young men and women that I host on a show that I do called Grateful Nation. The service and the sacrifice of those young men and women that I see on a daily basis at BAMC or at Walter Reed, Bethesda Naval Hospital. I see them, I see the flag, the red, white, and blue, what they've given for our country. And all across this world, there's servicemen buried who've given their life in defense of not just our nation, but also other countries. So it's the selfless sacrifice of our American fighting service members. When I see a young man out there walking through the cornfields as we're pheasant hunting, and he's on prosthetic legs, and not 1 ounce of his intestinal fortitude is poured out in a negative way towards our country for having lost his legs, he said he'd do it again. So the flag means all of that. All of our servicemen are rolled into one. When I see the flag, it always makes me smile, because this country is unique in that fact, that we're a melting pot of every nation, every culture, every religion, and that American flag, to me, every time I see it, makes me want to salute it.
I grew up going to a lot of parades, and the flag has always meant a lot to me. I guess you'd say it means everything to me. It's a grand old flag. It's the red, white, and blue. It's everything. I think George M. Cohan said it, that it's the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. What a beautiful flag. And I salute her, and will always continue to salute her.
I know that many of you do realize that our veterans and our flag deserve the utmost respect. Now, here's a little known fact. Did you know that at military funerals, the 21-gun salute represents the sum of the individual digits of 1776? Have you ever paid attention to an honor guard as it correctly folds the American flag? Let me explain. The flag is folded 13 times when it is lowered, or when it is folded and handed to the closest family member at the burial of a veteran. Those folds do not represent the 13 original states, as some may think. That first fold of our flag represents the symbol of life, and the second fold is a symbol for our belief in eternal life. That third fold is an honor and remembrance of the veterans departing the ranks who gave a portion for life for the defense of our country to attain peace throughout the world. And the fourth fold, that represents the weaker nature. For as an American citizens, trusting in God, it is to Him we turn in times of peace as well in times of war for divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to the country. For in the words of Stephen Decatur, and I quote, "Our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong." The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all her enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of our republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we may see the light of the day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to the Father, for He too has given His sons and daughters for the defense of our country since they were first born. The 11th fold, in the eyes of a Hebrew citizen, represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in the eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold, in the eyes of a Christian citizen, represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies in the eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The 13th and final fold, with the stars uppermost, is to remind us of our nation's great motto, "In God we trust."
Oh, you got the brochures?
Yes, they're in the back.
How the hell do you find anything in that mess back there?
Hey, boss, I'm a busy man. I don't have time for that neat thing. Besides, it proves what a great salesman I am.
When are we seeing this Jim guy?
In about a half hour. Oh, and I'm glad you bring that up. So, do me and you a huge favor. Please, don't call him Jim or Jimmy.
Why not? That's his name.
Yeah, but he's like all those cooks we know that think they're five-star chefs. So he prefers to be called Chef Jim.
Come on, Raj. This is a university dining hall, not a five-star restaurant.
I know it. You know it. He doesn't know it. He thinks he's a five-star chef. So look, this is a big account. Let's play along. Make him happy.
Okay, I'll play this. You know, like I always do.
Yeah, we're finished.
Say no more. Whatever she needs, we'll take care of it. We'll hook her up. She's the princess, right?
All right, thank you very much.
Hey, hi, Roger.
Chef Jim, how are you?
Good. I didn't realize it was that time of the month.
Yep, it's here.
Okay. Hey, Roger, this is Dean Roberts.
Oh, Dean Roberts, this is a pleasure, sir.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Dan, come and say hi to Dean Roberts.
You all that so big. Hey, how you been? Long time. Dan, what brings you to my corner of the world? Roger and I are going to sell you a five-star chef here some quality meats.
And you guys know each other.
We're old friends. Go back a long way. You look like you've been taking care of yourself. You don't look too bad yourself. Maybe a little extra weight. Yeah, watch it. I don't need you to meet that Dan.
Hi, listen, Dan, I think we should set up our samples.
Sure. All right, grab one of those tables out there. Let me know when you're ready, okay?
Let's talk later. That's a promise. You think our friend Chef Jim really knows anything about quality meats?
Keep it down. If he hears this, we haven't got a shot. Now, trust me, when it comes to this stuff, He knows what he's doing.
Okay, I'll be good.
Yeah. Like the last time.
I wish I was younger. They did not make college girls like that when I went.
So, Dan, what do you think? How's it look? Dan, Chef Jim.
All right, Roger, I like this. That's some good marbling.
Yeah.
This is grade A?
Yeah.
Angus?
Yep. And I'm sure that Dan will be able to help us out with the deli meats you like, and I'll get you a great price. Right, Dan? Great price on the deli meats?
We are the future of this country, and until we get the representation that we deserve, we have to take a stand. The burning of this flag symbolizes our contempt for them. And will show them that we mean business.
Yeah.
This will show them.
Dan, do we have a deal for Chef Jim or not? Dan, great price on the deli meats. Chef Jim. Dan, do we have a deal for Chef Jim or not? Come on, Dan!
Look, I'm sorry, my mind. Give him anything he wants.
What does that mean?
Means anything.
Dan? Is there a problem?
No, Dean, everything's good. Look, I'll tell you what. Chef Jim, you put together a program you want. I guarantee you I'll push it through. Dean Roberts, please, take whatever you want. Chef, help yourself.
Yeah! Deception.
Yeah!
What are you doing?
Dan, please.
What the
Not
hell?
here. Not today.
Excuse me, son, but you and I seem to have a little difference of opinion here. Now, I realize you can protest against the government any way you want, but there are better ways. And if you think I'm going to let you burn that flag and disrespect me and every other veteran in this country, you got another thing coming.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Simple. You like the flag? I will light you.
You're crazy, mister.
You could say that. And my friend over there would definitely agree. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to do it once and we'll do it nice. Please, pick up that flag, fold it properly, hand it to me, and we'll just chalk this up to another stupid college prank.
You would light me on fire.
Without hesitation.
Let's just do what he says. I don't think he's right in the head.
He's bluffing.
He's not bluffing, pal. He's a Vietnam vet.
Back off, Roger. I'm tired of these pansy-ass college kids disrespecting my country. A lot of my friends died protecting that flag.
Sir, you hold fast.
It's enough.
I said stop!
Mister, you're nuts. I'm out of here.
Dan, what the hell are you doing?
I'm sorry, friend. Sometimes it's necessary.
I should cuff you, mister.
Relax. Dan, you didn't have to do that.
I'm afraid I did.
Well, I believe this boy owes you an apology.
What?
Look, son, do you understand why I had to be so forceful?
No, not really. Well, I thought you were crazy. Show a little respect. This man fought in the war. He risked his life. Watched his friends die defending our country, defending the symbol of our country.
Flag is sacred to us, especially veterans. Your dean there, he was a Marine. He fought in Iraq. He watched friends die, defending that flag and what it stands for.
I guess I didn't realize.
Sir, look, I know it's your job to keep peace here, to keep order here, and that seems like a very crazy thing to do.
Thank you, son.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you.
Dan, I'll see this gets returned to his rightful home. Thanks, I knew you would.
Thank you. You know, you're freaking crazy. And you smell like a gasoline pump. I always knew it, but now I know it. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
Yeah, I know you're right. So, what do you say? We just go sell this Chef Jim guy some meats.
All right, but let me ask you something. Are you going to talk to somebody about this Vietnam stuff?
No. So let's go sell some meats, and then you can buy me a drink. Maybe 2.
Why do I do this? Why the hell do I do this?
From his wheelchair, he sits and stares at a picture on the wall. He was much younger then, he still remembers when, and he cries when he recalls how he dressed up in that uniform. Take that picture for his mom. How she cried when the news arrived. He was going to Vietnam. Duty called and he answered while the whole world spit in his face. He learned how to be a man in some God-forsaken place. Duty called and he answered, still they said he's a disgrace. Someday you'll understand, was he the one that took your place? He was in Vietnam, working for Uncle Sam. In his 18th year, he had no vision of war. What was he fighting for? From his eye there fell a tear. First time that he faced hell, he cursed his shaking hand. Prayed to the Lord above, help me take this like a man. Duty called and he answered while the whole world spit in his face. He learned how to be a man in some God-forsaken place. Duty called and he answered, still they said he's a disgrace. Someday